this morning. I hope you all have had a lovely week last week and are looking forward to the week ahead. I'm hoping we'll get more glorious sunshine like we have today when I'm recording this. I'm missing seeing you guys in person. I love hearing your thoughts and ideas and things, and I'm so looking forward to when I can see you all again. This morning, I have a very big question for you. I'm wondering, have you ever met anyone famous? Maybe a rugby player or an author that you like or a singer? Have you ever met anyone and you're like, whoa, they're so famous, I can't believe I've met them? Do you think, if you can imagine the person that you think is the most famous in your life, your favorite singer or your favorite football player, do you think if you bumped into them in the street that you'd recognize them instantly? Maybe for me, if I saw Taylor Swift, I would know her instantly. There's no way she could pass me. But can you imagine walking alongside someone famous and not realizing it's them? Well, this morning, we're gonna look at a story where that happened. This story is in the book of Luke in the Bible, and we're gonna look at two people who walked along and didn't realize that Jesus was walking with them. It was the evening of Jesus' resurrection. Cleopas and his friend were walking along the road to Emmaus, having a very, very dramatic conversation about the events which had just happened. As they walked and talked together discussing these things, Jesus himself came up and walked along with them, but they were kept from recognizing him. He asked what they were discussing as they walked. Cleopas asked him, "Are you only a visitor to Jerusalem and do not know the things that have happened in these days?" "What things?" Jesus asked. "About Jesus, the powerful prophet in word and deed before God and the people, but the chief priests and rulers put him to death. He was the one we were hoping to redeem Israel. And what's more, it is the third day since all this took place. And some women have amazed us and said that they didn't find his body in the tomb this morning. They said they'd seen an angel who said he was alive." Jesus replied to them and said, "How foolish you are, and how slow of heart to believe all the prophets have spoken." He asked them, did not the Christ have to suffer these things and then enter his glory? Beginning with Moses and the prophets, he explained to them all that was said in the scriptures concerning himself. As they approached the end of the road, Cleopas and his friends asked Jesus, who they didn't know that it was Jesus, if he'd stay with them for a meal and the night. As they spoke with Jesus that evening, and as he broke bread and began to give it to them, their eyes were opened and they recognized them, but he disappeared from their sight. They asked each other, "Were not our hearts burning within us when he talked on the road and opened the scriptures?" They got up and returned at once to Jerusalem. They found the 11 and those with them and assembled together and said, "It is true. The Lord has risen and has appeared to Simon." They told them what had happened on the way and how Jesus was recognized by them when he broke the bread. And you know, boys and girls, just like Cleopas and his friend on the road to Emmaus didn't notice Jesus, sometimes we don't take note of Jesus in our lives either. We can miss, if we don't read the Bible, we might not hear his voice. If we're not praying to him, we might not hear his voice either. We might not take note of when someone comes into our head to pray for them, or when we hear a little voice reminding us of something that might be God trying to speak to us, and we just don't take note. And you know, Jesus has so many things he wants to say to you. He wants to tell you lots of things and remind you how loved you are by him. So this week, try and stop for a few minutes each day and pray to God and ask him, is there anything that he would like to tell you, either for you or for those around you? We're going to sing a song now, which reminds us of this, to stop and talk to Jesus. And it even has a little bit in it about the road to Emmaus. So this is a new song that we're doing called Stop and Turn Around. So up on your feet to do the actions, and it's all about how Jesus speaks to us. And after the song, you can try work out with your parents what are the other Bible stories that this song mentions. We open up the Bible and there we see Jesus meets a man and says, "Come follow me. Your sins are forgiven to a man who can walk." The woman at the well, he says, "Let's just talk."